Try not. Do or do not. There is no try. What was Yoda saying when he negated the concept of try? Well, if you look at the context and the body language and the voice inflection that Luke was using when he said, I'll try, it was very weak. There was no certainty in his voice, and he was clear that he had already made a decision in his mind that he wasn't going to be able to do it. And so he kind of just threw up this socially acceptable defense mechanism, which is I'll try. And really what that is, it's a way of like, hey, just take the heat off me. Just leave me alone. I don't think I can do it, and I'm not in the mood to really do the work right now to think about the steps that actually need to happen in order for me to be successful, or I really just don't want to step up and really be in the moment and do it. So trying, if you look in the dictionary, it means to attempt. So it's not that Yoda was negating it literally and in all contexts. Of course, the word and the concept of trying is perfectly valid, but it applies to something more imminent. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you were like, hey, Yusuf, I'm going to try to use the 45-pound dumbbells today. Well, if you were not even in class yet, it was 6 a.m., and you never make it to the 7 a.m., that would not be a valid context of the word try, because there's some other steps that have to happen along the way, and it's doubtful that you're going to make it here because of your history if you haven't been showing up at that time. But if you were right in front of the 45-pound dumbbells and you were looking at them and you're like, you did the 40s last week and you're like, you know what, Yusuf, I'm going to try the 45 pounds. That's perfectly valid because action is imminent. They're right in front of you. You're going to take that step. So what I want you to do with this information is try to hear yourself say the word try, especially in one-on-one conversations with me. If we're working on new habits and you hear yourself say, hey, I will try, notice what you're doing there. You're really avoiding the specific steps that need to get done. What you want to be more of is a doing mindset and say, hey, Yusuf, yes, I plan to make it Saturday. It's important to me, and here's the steps that I'm going to take. And, the other thing that's perfectly valid is just saying, you know what, Yusuf, I've not been showing up. Clearly, it's not important to me. It's not in my priorities. I need to kind of think about this a bit and really reflect on what's important, because it might be that there's just too many other things in your life that need to happen right now that are serving higher priorities than that one 7 a.m. class or that one 6 a.m. class. So in order to be successful in anything, you need to clear the path, and you need to make sure that your values and priorities line up. That's a different discussion, but for now, action item is pay attention to try. Try not to try not to even use it, but basically catch yourself when you do use it, listen to yourself, and replace it with something better. All right, peace.